And we are live. That's right. We are live and ready to go again. We're back at it, folks. We are, sorry, I got thrown off. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. The show has begun. NXT, the new look, the new vibe, the new feel. And what the hell is Pretty Deadly dressed up as?
The true Maximum Male models, the British Maximum Male models.
Well, we'll get to that in a second, folks, but we got a lot of action ahead. Lots of things to talk about. More rabbit clues, more rumors. Extreme Rules is on the way. Some people speculating that Jacy now might be involved thanks to the rabbit. So much to talk about. So much fun to be had. Go get your snacks. Go grab whatever you need to put a smile on your face because we're about to do it for 2 solid hours, folks. Strap in, strap on. I always do it like that. I love it. Talk soon. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. We are live and ready to go. It's going to be a good night. It's a Tuesday night. Monday Senior is in the books. We got rid of it, folks. Tomorrow's hump day. Then Friday Junior, the weekend. You can taste it. And this weekend, we can't wait to get to. Lots to talk about. Lots to dive into. Lots of wrestling news. Right now, Pretty Deadly's in the ring. But speaking of being in the ring, you are joined by yours truly, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, Mr. Every Night If You Must. And I am joined by the one and only, the Master of Mayhem, Mr. Whatman himself.
What?
The guy that will make friends with everybody.
What?
Your friend and my best friend. What?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, sir. It's a Tuesday. It's a decent day. Here we go. Lots of wrestling. We're getting ready for this. I know we were looking forward to seeing what NXT had to bring tonight, what the new vibe feel is. I'm a little shocked by what we're starting with, but we'll get to talk about that. Tomorrow, we get that 3-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite. Can't wait. Thursday, we have a special guest coming on. Another fine young gentleman's going to join us and talk about his wrestling career. So stay tuned for that. The thumbnail's up already. Plus, we're going to do our Extreme Rules prediction show Friday. Holy shit, Nick. Friday. Quadruple header. 4 shows, folks. When we just couldn't be indulgent enough, we found more to do. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Papa Paul. Thank you, fucking Impact Wrestling. Thank you, all of you. We will be here for Bound for Glory at the same time as SmackDown at 9 o'clock. Rampage kicks in, so we'll have 3 shows. And then at the end of that, we should end up with Bound for Glory and Rampage to finish off the night. Or no, Battle of the Belts. So 4 shows, at least 2 hosts, 1 stream. Tune in. Like, if you know anybody that's even a smidge interested in wrestling, they should be on this channel this week. We're coming back for a GCW Fight Club. We get Mox versus Cage, career versus title. Is Nick going to leave GCW? We will find out as part of just a pre-show. The pre-show for our Extreme Rules pay-per-view coverage or premium live event, depending on how you want to cover it. And then we come back on Sunday for more GCW. That was a mouthful just to say. My poor boy dying to get in on this.
No,
busy fucking week, Nick.
Yeah, no, it's an extreme weekend, and that's why we say nobody covers professional wrestling like we do. We're here literally covering every show that's happening all at the same time, all live. What?
What is Pretty Deadly talking about? By the way, Pretty Deadly's in the ring.
This is their State of the Commonwealth address, I believe.
The NXT Commonwealth. Well, from a member of the Commonwealth, get the fuck off my TV.
Well, like you were talking about, we're getting tonight kind of, I guess, the season premiere of the new NXT because the other 2 were taped before. This is the first one that's been back live with the new layout, the new, design and everything. And then we're getting the season premiere of SmackDown.
Hey! Surprise! Surprise! We got more Brits in the house. I think I'm ahead of you a little bit, sir.
I think that happens most of the time with WWE, but we have the Brawling Brutes here.
Yes, we got the Brawling Brutes here. Bruiserweight. It's going to be a good night.
We've got Ridge and Butch, who's still unfortunately Butch. But that, again, like I said, it feels like it's the new start of NXT, so we're going to put some big names on there. So please watch NXT. Please pay attention.
Right, and then, I mean, you go into – we've already talked about all the shit we're covering this week right up till Sunday. You know what the craziest part is, folks? We come back on Monday for the season premiere of whatever is to come on Monday Night Raw on
for the
Monday
DX
night.
reunion.
The DX reunion, a couple matches. Gargano's going to be in action. Dude, I'm convinced whatever the White Rabbit is or has to do with Extreme Rules will spill into Monday as we assume. So more to talk about there. More NXT, and then we come back through another week of wrestling. We get the season premiere of SmackDown. What does that hold? Woo! You guys like wrestling? We're going to be here.
Right. I like that Butch's line there of, is there any objection to kicking these two Muppets' heads in?
Muppets.
And then Pretty Deadly threw out a Kevin Nash reference as well. So I think we're still hinting at, Oz there, or Big Diesel showing up and being involved somewhere in WWE.
Right. All right, the Brutes are throwing, and the Commonwealth not doing so well right now.
That's a better name than Pretty Deadly, to be honest.
If they were the Commonwealth, yeah.
Commonwealth. Or Christ, that's better than Brawling Brutes.
Yeah, fair enough.
How have the Muppets gotten the best name out of this entire situation?
Shit, the Muppets would be better than Pretty Deadly. Oh, wait. More music.
But
we're getting a match.
Nice.
Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams on the way to the ring. I appreciate them giving Trick Williams back so he wasn't just Trick.
Yeah, it's nice to see under Papa Paul that people actually have full names again. Not everybody's Madonna or Prince. What?
What? Oh, Nick. Talks with Dutch and Link. Welcome to the show. First one in the chat tonight. So welcome. Right. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. As we said, we are here nonstop covering all the wrestling.
Facts.
Jack, what up? Damien, Larry. See,
go.
I don't have the spoopy, anything background, Larry, so you're good. Dale, what up? Jason, I see you too.
Hassan's here. I want to see if I missed any. There was a little bit of a back and forth. I got really confused at what I was reading. So let's see if we can catch up on some of these while we head into our first commercial. So, yeah, the Brawling Brutes are in NXT. I found it very interesting. The last 3 weeks, Ridge Holland has been given the microphone. Here you go.
Well, you got to learn sometime.
Sink or swim, buddy. Let's go.
Right.
Jack's ready. Even my dog, Mark, is ready.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very fitting of a name for a dog of Mark, especially.
Right. I'm looking forward to Nikkita, Lyons, Zoey Starks, Alba Fyre. I mean, like I said, Damien's the most optimistic, positive guy in the chat because he's always looking forward to things. I admit, Nick, I'm not exactly, chomping at the bit to get to this match.
That match? Yeah, I just dare to watch it. I don't care who wins.
I just showed up to watch.
Completely honest, I just want to see him. I don't care who wins. But no, it will be a good match because Toxic Attraction's probably the best thing going, I feel, in the WWE's women division at the moment. And Nikkita Lyons is a star in waiting. I think Alba Fyre is a star in waiting. So
yeah, I think Alba Fyre is going to be the next champion as we see Toxic Attraction transition to the main roster at some point. Maybe they put them on SmackDown because we already got a alt control delete.
We need some depth now on the SmackDown side.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's been going to Raw.
Let's say, now I don't think this is going to happen, and we'll talk about this on Thursday, but let's say Liv Morgan retains her title. I think Mandy and Toxic Attraction is great to go up against Liv as far as at least the storyline goes of like the mean girl against the cutesy one that's just hoping to do good. So
right. Yeah, they're picking on like the alt girl. and everything. But then it's 3-on-1 again. And then you just get, I guess, the SmackDown version of Bianca and Asuka and Alexa, though.
I don't know what were happening with Alexa and Asuka.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm saying of how you would have just the women's champion outnumbered.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, very much. We'll have to find maybe Liv can get the Riot Squad back together.
Well, I mean, Ruby just had surgery on her nose, on her broken nose.
Again.
Right.
I don't know if she got surgery last time, but it's her second broken nose.
Thanks, Ted.
Man, they got to work on fucking stop hitting each other, which sounds hilarious.
Well, I mean, as we've seen, if we want to get into it between Sammy and Andrade,
we'll get into that. I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, it's all asshole wrestling now instead of all elite wrestling.
Yeah, it's just completely lost its fucking mind. I call it AEW 90210.
That's great.
Me too, Damien. So, Dale, welcome to the stream. A few people looking forward to the 6-woman tag. Greg, welcome back. Pretty Deadly starting off. Yes, they are. Well, that ended quick, though. Yeah. Never fear. We never fear until Larry's here. Dutch. I'm going to call you Dutch. What's up, buddy? Pretty Deadly. Throw up. Right. Master what?
What?
Master what?
What?
The Master Water?
What?
Oh, and we're going to talk about the what chant. We're going to talk about the what chant because
Bully Ray stealing my gimmick.
not only stealing your gimmick, shitting all over it.
Well, I don't do it the way that the fans do it. I guess it's
all right.
I get it. No, it was funny. That's why instantly when you said that I was why.
Oh man, when I put it on and like right away they're like what, and I'm like Nick, what the fuck?
Get out of my head.
For those who have no idea what we're talking about, Alba Fyre with a bat. By the way, we're back and we're getting earlier today where Alba Fyre took a bat and drove off with Mandy. So maybe Mandy is in the match tonight.
Recorded crime on NXT #1, folks.
So quickly before we get to the other shit, what do you think of the new colors, the new look, the fire kind of look to it? Kind of lends well to my Alba Fyre theory.
Well, you're talking with NXT as a whole, or
how it's looking right now tonight?
Oh yeah, no, NXT right now as a whole. I wasn't sure if you were talking about Alba herself or NXT. Yeah, I know. I like that we've gotten rid of the rainbow and we've just kind of got gold and orangish kind of colors.
Yeah, kind of the fire.
Yeah, but it works and it's not visually assaulting on your eyes of rainbow colors everywhere.
Right. Well, speaking of visually insulting, Oro Mensah's here with goggles on his head like it's 1992.
Grandmaster Sexay has shown up.
Yeah, didn't someone already do this gimmick?
Right. What?
But yeah, no, the what chant thing killed me because I put it on and for keeping everyone up to speed, I was listening to Busted Open, Dave LaGreca, and Bully Ray. Big shout out, big fan. But I don't always agree with them. And man, they went on this big tirade about the what chant. And they were belly aching that the fans jumped all over Finn. Finn got all kerfuffled and fucked up some lines because they were giving him a shitty what chant. And you know what? To be honest, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously? Like, honestly, for a guy that has to hear the what chant fucking incessantly, shut up. Their complaint was like, oh, well, you didn't even... It's a heel faction. They don't need a grace period. We don't need like 30 seconds to let Finn get in the groove to then start delivering his heel speech. If they start whatting the heel's got to be good. The heel's got to be Paul Heyman or Roman or an MJF, where they can take whatever the crowd is doing and shove it down their own throats instead of getting all, well, yes, skiddly bitty potato. Like, you know, they kind of got lost. I get it. But to bag on the fans who paid their hard-earned money to go to a fucking WWE show, if they want to start a what chant right the fuck away, I don't care if they start a CM Punk chant. Let's be real. If they're professionals, they're supposed to handle that. Well, they got them on. They got on them so quick. Boo-hoo. Shut up.
Yeah, no, honestly, I agree with a lot of what you said there. It is kind of at times, and I'm saying this from someone who's never stepped foot in a ring or anything like that. But to me, it's kind of on the talent to deal with that because if it wasn't a what chant, so what? If they just started chanting asshole, that's suddenly somehow different. And to me, again, as someone who does the whole what chant, and I think my wife though might agree with bullying them, but what's kind of become my shtick and all of that.
Right.
I mean, I got a t-shirt and everything, but no one complains about the what chant until someone screws up, and especially someone who's normally good. Like Finn getting thrown off by that, you wouldn't expect, and then that's when people start bitching about the fans. It's don't blame the performer or say, hey, it's screwed up. It's instantly got to be anti-fan statement.
Right. And by the way, we're taking predictions right now. We have Carmelo Hayes versus Wwe Nxt. Let us know. But yeah, Nick, here's my thing. Like you said, if Finn Balor grabs the microphone and before he goes to speak, they're chanting "you suck" or "fuck you" or "kiss my ass," whatever they're chanting. And we've seen it. And when Roman was pure heat, right, earlier this year, when he was grabbing pure heat, and he would just hold it and look at the crowd and then grin at the crowd and then hold it and milk that. So if they start the what chants, you either speed up your cadence. And I get it. He's slowing down so people can understand his word. Listen, we're going to interview an Irish wrestler on Thursday. We interviewed one last week. I assure you can understand what they're saying. But he slows down his cadence, and the fans pick him apart. Once you see somebody wobble, the fans will eat it alive. To tell the fans that they shouldn't be doing that and it's obnoxious and they hate it, suck it up.
So, yeah, the fans are as much as performers, wrestlers, superstars, whichever title you want to give them, don't want to admit it. The fans are just as much a part of the act as they are, in a sense.
They're a huge part of the act.
Right. Remember the whole lockdown period to where we just had the Thunderdome and everything just felt stale and sterile.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible.
Right. And now we want to start bitching because the crowd's involved and because somebody didn't, manage to handle that what chant. So what? So then, people should get an award when they handle, the what chant well. Like even Bailey sat there and stumbled and they sat and just rolled with it and still came back from it. Like, how has the what chant become like the surprise roll up of crowd chants? Of like, it's no one expects it and it just somehow destroys everything.
No, like LaGreca and Bully were trying to hold this position of like, well, like they didn't even earn the boo, but they're a heel team. So like they're a heel faction. They should be booed in any way, shape, or form. So the fans did what they needed to do.
If a heel faction comes out and out the gate, they're getting booed, then they're over. That means they're doing the job well.
Right, yes. Oh, no, the fans hijacked. It's that type of whining bullshit that there's less signs in the arenas. There's less fucking people going. The crowds are not nearly as excitable as they used to be. Dude, I went through a fucking video package today of just like some of the biggest pops in history. And the fans were fucking... Dude, that Mick Foley winning the belt, the asses in seat moment, when that glass hits for Austin to come walking out, it was pandemonium. Like, it was such a net. That's what you want from your crowds. You want them screaming what or something, not sitting on their hands going, well, let the good Irish boy speak.
Right. Is it a problem that, Codebreaker from Carmelo, is it a problem that the crowd sings along with Seth Rollins' theme song or that the crowd sings along with Judas and stuff like that?
It is.
You want that crowd and just like participation. Christ, even Roman does it with the acknowledgement and everything.
Yeah, and he gets popped. Carmelo Hayes with the W, if anybody was surprised by that. Wwe Nxt. I do believe Wwe did qualify for the ladder match, though. Surprise underdog?
Maybe, honestly. I think Carmelo would be a better fit at this point on the main roster unless you're going to give him a run with the title. Which I could
no hand springboard moonsault. That was pretty impressive.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Trick Williams got kicked in the head. That's what happened. All right, folks. So that's our little rant about the what chants. And I mean, nothing but love and respect to other people out there. But I completely disagree with the sentiment. And as pros, you think, especially Bully would be like, well, the crowd's cheering. Fuck them.
Right. Why? You want crowd interaction. What? So you want the crowd to pop. What? They're a heel group, so they're supposed to get booed. What?
Carmelo grabs a headset after his win. Nah. Hayes won. Oh, here comes Chase U.
Yeah, he's going to see who's going to qualify now next for his title, as he's calling it.
I like how they're like literally, match is over, send the next guy. Like this is
ding ding, next match. Yeah.
Let's go. Carmelo's still there. Whoa, Jack says Carmelo's a joke. I don't know, bro. Why do you think that? Who are your sources?
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm just yelling.
No, I was just saying, explain yourself.
Randy, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Curtis, good to see you. Larry, I think we named most everybody. Chris, good to see you. Yeah. Ding dong, hello.
Bailey's #1 fan is back, of course.
Yeah, he was feeling pretty good last night.
Oh,
Dare to get strange. A little bit strange for a little bit of change.
Do something strange for a little piece of change. Why?
There you go.
Ooh. No, go ahead. I saw this and I wanted to touch on this while we're in a commercial break.
By the way, we're in commercial, folks.
So the original origin of the what chant started when Stone Cold had a little too many Steve Weisers and was calling Owen Hart, I believe, while they were on the road. Mm-hmm. And just every other like sentence, word, he just did basically a what promo. and then just they pretty much, the boys told him, hey, you should do that. And it just caught on like fucking wildfire.
And like once it took off, like once he started doing it, it's still, that stick has stuck because it is amazing. Like they really dig in. The fans will pick and choose. Oh shit.
Yeah, that stick has stuck, and that stick has been stolen by me as probably half a dozen other people.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's kind of a thing. Like, dude, I don't know. Fucking, you're not allowed to answer what to anything at your house unless.
Oh, I swear, it's gotten bad. People at times swear I'll just naturally break into it at like work or whatever. Someone will just say something. But I mean, what? My wife, I literally cannot say the word what, or she's like, I swear to God.
That lady gonna whoop my ass when I see her.
Oh, absolutely. You got beef with my wife.
Right. Dare to get strange. Dare to Y. HYW.
What?
Carmelo Hayes' joke. You never told me why. What's up, Tomas?
Tonight.
New here. Welcome. Like, subscribe, join. We do this for all the shows. And if I haven't told everybody, and I know some people have been told already, but we're here all week long. Tomorrow night, we have the 3-year anniversary. We'll be live for that reaction. Thursday, we're doing an interview, part of Let's Rumble Thursdays. And we'll also have our Extreme Rules prediction show, plus one eye kind of on Bound for Glory, the Go Home show. Friday's a quadruple header, folks. We got 4 shows on Friday. We're covering Bound for Glory.
Why? All right, I would tell you.
That's all right. You're distracted. We're covering Bound for Glory. We're covering SmackDown. We're covering Rampage. We're covering Battle of the Belts. We're covering it all. And then Saturday, we're coming back for 2 more shows as we're doing GCW and WWE Extreme Rules. So when we tell you nobody covers wrestling the way we do, nobody covers wrestling like we do.
Facts.
So that's it, folks. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Keep the chat alive. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know your opinions. We're about to, we're about to try and catch up on some of these. Generally, Nick and I suck, but we don't go home until we,
we should try and get them all. Nick, maybe for wife of my day, say instead of what, say let it be what? Why?
Right.
Do I need to dono some what? No. Tomas, we acknowledged you, Tomas.
There you go.
And we talk about it. What?
The crazies are coming out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Who's next on Wwe NXT? Who is next right now, Nick? We got Andre Chase.
We're gonna have Andre Chase versus Von Wagner, I believe.
Von Wanker. Who's got a prediction? Who's got a Nick pick for the upcoming match, guys? Who do you think's going to take it? Von Wagner. Who's going to qualify for the ladder match?
Yeah, send Nick picks responsibly, folks.
Ooh, We got a purple shoulder. See how makeup can easily make it look like a bruise, Mr. Purple Peck?
Who's to say it isn't actually bruised?
It might be.
Right.
Wait, what's Duke Wellington doing here?
Reminding people that he's still on the roster.
Right. What's up, Boss Monster? Good to see you. Let us scroll back up. Right now, we're in a bit of a back. I don't really know what Duke is doing here.
Right.
Dude, the chat is... There we go. We've been waiting on this question for a while. Jason's asked, KJ and Nick, I am glad Byron Saxton is now in NXT. He was not good on Raw. Is he staying in NXT or is he doing double duty?
That's the thing, is I don't know if he's doing double duty or if they're just, like I said, this is a little bit of like the season premiere. This is the re-debut, the repackaged, you know, polishing a turd here in NXT.
I feel bad that I didn't notice.
It's because it was at the very beginning. And that's the only time they really mentioned it.
But if he talks and he's compelling, I'm all for it. The problem with him on Raw is he says about 4 words a month.
Well, that's how you didn't know that he was there, is because he doesn't talk. So that's the one part of being a commentator, is to talk.
Whose cousin is he? What, like, does he have an NDA? What is happening?
He did something strange for a little piece of change.
This guy just collected a paycheck. He barely speaks.
Honestly, and all respectfully, Byron, respectfully, you could be a soundboard. You could just take the soundboard clips from WWE 2K22, and it would be exactly the same.
Right. Brutes there, but no Sheamus so far. Yeah, there won't be a Sheamus, I don't believe. So we are getting the Brawling Brutes in NXT at the moment. That's kind of cool. Byron Saxton on NXT. Where's Vic? I don't know where Vic is. Wasn't my turn to watch him?
Why?
My mini pincher called Snoop is with me. What's up, Snoop?
Right. We got Snoop versus Mark right now. Battle of the Dogs.
Right. Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley storyline.
Yep, Greg, that's the thing.
Is there more to it?
Right. Continue the rest of your sentence.
Unless he's putting like that's an L, but no, it's unreal.
Right.
Toxic Attraction, only trio I see staying together for a while. I mean, all Control Delete will be together for a little bit. Damage Control for those.
Damage Control will be there for a bit. But so who are you taking for this match? Von Wagner or Chase U?
I'm gonna go shit.
I know who I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna take Wagner.
Oh, really? Okay. I was gonna take Chase.
Well, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I think Chase has been starting to kind of get over. He had that kind of little shot that was halfway hinting with the Punk thing at like when he did the little press conference.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, so it's somehow Chase U is starting to get over because they actually remembered, hey, we have these guys on the roster.
Yeah, he's like the young Drew Gulak.
He's Drew Gulak in a sweater.
Basement drop kick, though. This is a good match.
Oh, yeah. Now, are you surprised, though, to that, I guess, with Von Wagner being the son of Albert, Matt Bloom, and all of that, that he kind of almost has that, I'm going to say it, has that David Flair aspect to him a little bit of, like, just not gonna be the star even your dad was.
I disagree. I think Von Wagner has a lot of upside. I think he's young,
really?
But I think he's Stone being carried around by the blonde girl and the blonde dude now. Slammed by the blonde girl. Blonde dude cheers and claps. Andre Chase is thrilled, but what's the blonde dude's name again? I know.
Griff Garrison? Or wait, no. He's with,
Those. I think Von Wagner has a bright future in wrestling. I think he looks like the great Khali as far as when he turned his side profile.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
got that 8 head, that 3D forehead.
Right? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I broke it in your toy.
But there you go. Von Wagner for the dub.
Some bitch.
Yeah, no, Von Wagner takes the win, folks. So if you did not pick Von Wagner,
Von Wagner.
It's because I keep calling him Von Wanker. He needs a new name.
So we got Carmelo, Oro, Wesley, and Von Wagner. Is still one more person left to qualify for the North American ladder match at Halloween Havoc.
Ricochet.
Fit with the Irish.
Oh, Wesley found Carmelo. This show has no pauses.
But that's what makes it good.
This show, your usual pauses on a typical wrestling show are being interrupted. Every single pause moment so far, where you would expect a breath in the arena, something has happened. Another entrance, something.
They're keeping it going like, it's an actual show. It's an actual performance and all of that. It's honestly, we've always talked about NXT kind of just being chaos. Might not always be good. This has been one of the best NXTs since they've gone away from the black and gold.
I like this comment from Larry. Yeah, I agree with you.
The F3, yeah.
Right. He looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
That's not nice. But I do think as a heel, as one of those big, imposing, walk to the ring, boot somebody in the face, has a mouthy heater, better than the one he has now. Hey, yes! Yes! We found Veer.
Right.
In a suit.
Veer and Sang are back together officially now. Now we have got Lash Legend.
Wow. So Veer and Sangha have been reunited and looking
like
sharp.
You said, though, everything's just going right from one thing to the next. It's literally just like blink and you miss it at this point.
You got the commercial to grab a drink, take a deep breath, and let's the fuck go.
Right.
Boom. Victor, someone was asking about you. How are you doing, buddy? Looking sharp in that t-shirt, by the way, and we'll talk about that as well tonight. Whoa, I almost ran out of air. Oh. Somebody went in the penalty box.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Butterfinger. Pardon. Pause.
Hey, you guys. That's why. Even though it was Baby Ruth.
I love when you just connect to fucking. Let's get this. KJ Nix, the Lex Luger wannabe. That is in Chase. He kind of does look like a young Lex Luger.
Bodhi Hayward. Well, if that was,
he looks like a Bodhi.
He looks like a Bodhi.
He looks like a Bodhi.
I've never seen someone look so much like a Bodhi before.
Oh my. We missed a lot of it. Guys, if we missed something that you really wanted us to read, put it back down. We'll get to it. I promise. We're all over the fucking place. Happy Tuesday, by the way. If you're just tuning in, thank you for being here. We'll got lots to talk about. We got still more wrestling to come. Yeah, this is what a pace. Look, it's got me all hyper. Like I'm on the Mountain Dew.
Oh, we're just rolling through everything. I was gonna say, so while we're in commercial, do you want to talk about the Sammy Andrade situation?
We can, yes. Do you guys think, even with social media, there would still be a toxicity in wrestling fandom? It's like everything in life. Social media is a problem, and that, considering how much professionally and amateurly I'm on, I'm on social media, it's terrible for me to say out loud. I actually talk people into using it.
It's a blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and curse, right? Like everything else. It's got the best of intentions. The problem is people take too much clout in the toxicity, right? The obnoxious, loud, somebody new shows up in the chat, has to get put in the penalty box. There's no need for it. But that's the way the anonymity and the freedom of the internet allows people to act like complete idiots or be ridiculous or send gratuitous photos that they shouldn't be sending without consequence in a lot of cases. So, yeah, the problem is don't buy into the toxicity. What I'm surprised with, and now this will transition nicely to what Nick wanted to talk about.
Right.
I'm surprised the company such as AEW can't control the fucking people that work for them. Period. No control. None.
Yeah,
I love the tweet that I saw you put out there about Ricky Starks. You retweeted it to where he's like, "Can the people that work in my company just shut the fuck up for 5 minutes?" Yeah, all toxic wrestling now. We've got Andrade and Sammy Guevara going at it. Yeah, we've got Sammy calling Andrade a jobber, and he was a favor hire, and that he's stiff in the ring, which surprisingly no one in WWE, what, CMLL, what, New Japan, what, or AAA, what,
what the fuck
ever complained about Andrade.
Hey, that red hooded person's back with the yellow mask on his face, handing out buttons.
Giving out smiley face buttons. Well, we don't know if it's a they at this point. We've got Grayson Waller showing up.
This show is just
breakneck pace.
Like, again, and nobody knows who the person in the red hood is. Oh, now we're getting Choo. Oh, they got rid of her bed at least. We're halfway there, guys.
As the crowd or as the chat just goes insane with what.
Listen, she want to cuddle up on the couch and rock her PJs. I'm all for it. She cutie. But let's be real. Put on some wrestling attire. If you want to put little moons on your wrestling attire or little teddy bears, go be cute. But get the fuck out of the pajamas. Stop making your opponents look bad. It's a little too much for me.
It's one of those, to me, if you're going to do that, it's a jobber gimmick. Why? Yeah.
This man's with this. He slips it in every time to see if one of us will step.
But it's a jobber gimmick. You're the mascot like Orange Cassidy, except I know Orange Cassidy can at least have good matches. And Wendy Choo can actually have good matches when she's not stuck doing.
She's talented.
The sleepy, pajama time gimmick.
Even some of the sleepy moves she do.
That was a weird way to say that.
Even some of the sleepy moves that she pulls off, they're like, she does it well. She looks good doing it. It's a stupid gimmick.
What if she's the White Rabbit because she was
she just gave her a double dragon drop kick.
Yeah, like I said, she's talented in the ring because she was with God, why am I blanking on everybody's name that was involved with that? She's done the spooky gimmick before and everything.
Yeah, she did me.
Yeah, there we go. I was mixing her and Mia Yim up. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to say it and sound like a bad wrestling fan. But yeah, so we've got her versus Last Legend right now. So you taking for this match? Well, I know at least who we're probably taking.
No, I like Lash Legend less than I like Wendy Choo. I'm gonna go Wendy.
What?
Yeah, I hate Lash Legend.
I'm taking Lash. I like Lash.
I think Lash has upside. They just got to stop giving her like her own segments and shit. Just let her wrestle for a minute.
But that's the thing. She had a whole kind of series with Nikkita.
Yeah, no shit.
They seem like 1A and 1B there.
She hasn't got over with me. I'm gonna go Wendy Choo today. Fuck it.
Yes, there you are. But I get you have a profile picture, but you don't need to start sharing stuff with everybody throughout that because I don't know what it is fully. So I don't want to be responsible for some shit that I don't know what's going on.
And if you didn't know, now you know.
Right. What?
Wendy for the win, Lash for the win. So we're split. Who else has got a prediction on this match, folks? Light up this chat. Keep it alive. Let us know what you're thinking. We got more to talk about.
Greg thinks Dom and Rhea are going to get married. No. That's only kayfabe, my guy.
But it would be a kayfabe marriage. A wedding would be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
And then Bodhi just shows up. He just
I object.
Aaliyah does.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Dual wedding. Aaliyah and Murphy and Rhea and Dom.
My God, that has to go down in the history of one of the most uncomfortable storylines ever.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
No, not quite.
I don't know how I've done it, but I've got a nice little flicker going in my background all night, just for the record.
There you go. Well, see?
I feel like we did it on purpose. Right now, we have Lash Legend, Wendy Choo. If you haven't made a prediction on this match, let us know. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. And yeah, whatever. But yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what's going to happen what your prediction is on this match. We got lots more action coming your way, folks, so don't go anywhere. Who's excited for Dynamite? That's how good this match is. Thanks.
Right.
I'm excited as hell. Stat card. We'll see. They've been, I don't know, Nick. It's been a rough go
need
for
to
Dynamite.
do something. That's really what it is.
Something.
And it's the 3-year anniversary, and it might be like NXT 2.0, how it only made it a year. Does AEW literally only make it 3 years?
As just a blind wrestling fan, I would love it if all of a sudden it was like, let me in. You're like, whoa. He's what?
What?
just for people's heads to explode and spin off a little.
Right.
Yes! I'm on fire tonight.
This is not boding well for our predictions video later this week. I am like,
her entrance music sounds like it was produced by Young Money.
No, it sounds like a kid's like Playmobil.
Well, yeah, I got that. I can see your bed rock. Anyway, Wendy for the win. A couple people picked Wendy. I'm also excited for Dynamite, but sometimes a dud. Sorry,
No, you're good. What's up with this backstage interviewer? She looks like she's got pink eye with her makeup. Pause.
I want Wendy to the win. Wendy won. That's a good call. Wendy won. Yeah.
See, I had a few people, though, that were with me for Lash.
I'm on fire. It was a spicy meatball, Boss Monster says. Nothing wrong with a spicy meatball.
But so we've got D'Angelo's buddy right now going at Wesley backstage.
Uh-oh. Wes getting in shit? This is weird.
Well, like you said, though, we literally go from the end of that match, we go to a backstage segment. We're going to go right back to this. So
they added Judah Shaw.
The Dominic Mysterio of commentary. He looks like a child there. The man looks like he's like Wade Barrett and
why did they get him such a big chair?
Right. They did that man wrong. He looks so small. They made him look, like I said, he looks like a child.
He looks a little.
Yeah.
Normal guy. What up?
What up?
What up?
Oh, and we're getting a video package of Gallus getting arrested from last week. What do you think, though, of I guess Brooks and Dunn, as we call him, and Fallon Henry kind of getting a run on main event?
I'm curious. I'm interested. You need to bulk up that tag division. Surprised it's them because, and I think part of it is they've been booked as such a young tag team, right?
Ooh. Yeah. I think with that one, they just needed a trio because I still think Gallus is the better tag team trio that you could bring up, and they've already still got that storyline. But it is interesting that they're incorporating, we saw the Brawling Brutes come out at the start of the show. We're getting a nice, blend of upper talent coming down to NXT talent going up, doing some stuff on main event.
Right.
Toxic Attraction is coming out right now. Hello, Gigi.
Gigi's in the house. Let us know your prediction. We got number one contenders tag for the tag titles coming up right now. The winner will go on to Halloween Havoc. I didn't read this one. Are you guys surprised that the Performance Center specifically, they don't have classes to transition guys who they know or are not really good wrestlers into just managers or commentary? I don't know. Am I surprised? Not really.
That they don't have manager or commentary classes there?
Yeah.
How do we know that they don't?
One, I don't know that. Two, usually a manager was somebody that either did wrestle or was trying to wrestle. Not always, but there is some element of that in most cases. The commentary thing, the tricky part with commentary is you look how long guys do commentary jobs. Cole's been there for 20 fucking years. Like,
right.
JR was there for fucking 15 years.
They are still going.
JR still going.
Yeah. So, and those are especially major companies like that. There's kind of just, there's not enough places to go around. Like, there's only so many backstage interviewers. They bring out the same people for the pre-show panels. Like you said, commentary tables are pretty much locked in for years.
Right.
So you're not going to have someone, sitting on the quote unquote, like practice squad to come in as a commentator or something.
Yeah. But I do know, like, I know the Nightmare Factory, like they have, announcers that will come in and practice, like indie announcers and stuff. And they have, like they'll work their lighting guys and their camera guys, and everybody will get a chance to do some shows to work on their specific crafts. I imagine that's kind of what this used to be prior to being on TV. A little bit.
Yeah. Well, that was OVW. That was that was FCW. Well, and that's the thing is AEW's kind of run like a super indie, like we've said. So that's why, you don't know who's going to get suspended or ask for their release from the company or just try and do everything they can to get fired, I guess.
Just fucking pull a clinger.
Right. So you might have to have, 2 or 3 guys on retainer, just in case one of them goes missing suddenly.
Yeah. Are you guys a fan of Al Snow, KJ, Nick? He's wrestling December 17th on Battleground. We've covered Battleground Wrestling here on this channel. I'm not sure many other channels ever cover it.
Right.
If the calendar fits, I mean, what does everybody want?
Oh, I want to say it, but I also like having a YouTube channel.
Yeah, just put it in the chat if you know the answer.
All right.
Victor, hey, ever given a white rabbit QR code on NXT?
No.
They have not.
Not unless Zoey Starks is the White Rabbit.
Now, the only thing we did get was that person in the red hood handing out buttons with a red mask on. And that's got to be somebody. I noticed the person a couple weeks ago, and then I thought I was crazy because they just walked by and never came back. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing things.
No, they've been there pretty much since the dyad Gacy's got a little faction there has involved that like smiley face, like the button smiley face thing into it. They've had somebody always kind of floating around with a red hood. Maybe it's tied into the whole White Rabbit thing because we did see that WWE's pretty much hired someone specifically dealing with this whole White Rabbit.
Yeah.
That also at one point was trying to pitch a Fiend movie. His name's missing me right now.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, you're good.
Anyway.
But so maybe they're tied in together, but I think that they might still just kind of be a separate thing.
Maybe. Anything is possible when you have the right people there to support you. Oh, we're getting a package for Chance and Carter. I like this question, so I'm going to answer this real quick with you here. I do like Anthony called them the bowling boots.
The bowling boots.
The bowling boots.
Well, that goes perfectly with the Muppets. The Muppets of Commonwealth versus the bowling boots.
Right. KJ and Nick, what's your thoughts on the TNT title match for tomorrow between Wardlow and Brian Cage? Should it be open or close the show? Should it open or close the show? My opinion is this match shouldn't be happening. My opinion is I don't like the booking. My opinion is that this is another example of spot booking with no angle. I have zero interest in this match. Zero. None. No buy-in. Should it open or close? It's not going to close the show, that's for sure. It's probably going to be the last match of the first hour.
Yeah, it'll be the thing that gets people clicking over when they're looking around top of the hour and everything like that. Like we talked about it last night of this match has the potential, in theory, to be good if they actually built up time and made it, a super boss fight of 2 big beefy boys slapping meat in the ring. Pause.
Right.
But so if they actually built behind it and actually, use their TV show to build to the next week's TV show, that might help a little bit, Tony, just if you want to take notes. So now that it's just kind of thrown together,
it's a meh. All right, so how many take odds bet now on how many power bombs Wardlow's going to hit?
Right. And Chance and Carter, they're doing a real hype up package for Chance and Carter to get some buy-in on the tag title champions. The problem with Chance and Carter is they're so small. They're like micro minis.
No, I think they're actually all right. They've been one of the few that seem consistent as an actual kind of tag team in NXT and always kind of a partnership. So
cute.
They're a little bit like I don't want to say anything besides just the friendship thing of the Bailey and Sasha Banks of NXT.
Would you cover Triple Mania? We have covered Triple Mania, and we'll do it again. We've covered several Triple Mania shows. They get a little tricky because often we have to watch them in Spanish, which isn't my forte, especially.
Definitely not mine.
Yeah. So, but I mean, we provide the commentary when it doesn't exist, right? GCW. And by the way, GCW, you got 2 shows to make up for last weekend's bullshit.
Yeah, you just made the list. You're definitely on that list.
The tag match is coming up, Nick. With that, I'll quickly say adieu for a moment. And
no, you're good. I've got Zoey Starks and Nikkita Lyons coming out right now. So, folks, let me know who you're taking for this match, whether you're taking Toxic Attraction or Lyons and Starks. I almost feel like I want to go Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh, my. What? Brawling Brute, stupid voice text. Well, you gave him a better name somehow, surprisingly there, Anthony. Are you excited to see Lio Rush versus Jacob Fatu October 30th Fight Lane MLW? If I can find a way to watch it, I will watch it. But that's the thing at times of finding stuff live with MLW. But I'm excited for any Jacob Fatu match. I'm a big fan of Jacob Fatu. I feel like, though, Leo's a little bit becoming the boy who cried wolf when it comes to retiring, not retiring, has an issue here, doesn't, all of that. We've got Gigi and Nikkita starting off right now, so it's bad bitch o'clock right now because we've got Nikkita Lyons and the wagon Gigi Dolin in. A lot of people, we saw that. Lyons and Starks Fyre. What? Wagon off. Wagons, circling the wagons at the OK Corral here, folks. Nikkita and Zoey. Wow, am I the only one here? Well, it's a number 1 contenders match. I feel like I kind of want to just go with Toxic Attraction because to me, they're, like I said, they're the best thing going in the WWE women's division. No, I said wagon. A wagon. There we go. Just to enunciate there. But I think Toxic Attraction is the best thing going right now in WWE's women's division. But I feel like as far as NXT goes, they're on their way out the door, up to the main roster, hopefully to SmackDown. Maybe we get Damage Control on Raw, and we get Toxic Attraction on SmackDown, and who knows? Maybe we build to that as, a match at War Games with Survivor Series. They do it quick enough. If they make it make sense, potentially, who knows? I'm choosing the BB battling Bron. So I think just for the sake of going against everybody, I'm taking Toxic Attraction, even though I just made that whole statement. But since everybody seems to be on, the Nikkita Lyons and Zoey Starks train here, I guess I'll go with Zoey with a big drop kick to Gigi. So right now, Lyons and Starks are in control, both of Toxic Attraction on the outside, as Chance and Carter do that weird awkward to where every pro wrestler seems to have to look at like the camera, like the TV, like this, like sideways for some reason, rather than actually looking at it heads on. But that's neither here nor there. But, folks, now that I am in commercial right now, I will let you know that if you want to get the best T-shirts out there in professional wrestling right now, go ahead and check out our homie,
our brother from another mother, Mr. WRestling Tees. You can check him out on Instagram or on Redbubble. You can get one of our lovely fine shirts right there. You can get yourself a lovely what t-shirt, like we've been talking so much about tonight, people not liking the what chant. You can go ahead and just let people know your feelings right up front with a what t-shirt. Or you can let people know you about that action. You just, you're there every night delight. You're, like my buddy KJ White, you're Mr. Every Night. Or if you're just sick of all the nonsense, or I'm sure, Andrade, if you're listening, you can get one of these shirts and just, wear it whenever you go back to, AEW in the locker room, and you can just let Sammy know he needs to cut the shit. So yeah, if you want to tell somebody off, but we're not have to say too much, you can just let them know, cut that shit. But yes, folks, you can find one of those lovely t-shirts at Wrestling Tees on Instagram, on Redbubble. And you can also just email them at gmail.com. So absolutely go and pick up, you want to be styling and profiling when you're going out to these wrestling shows, folks. And if you are going to a wrestling show or any concerts or anything like that, it's spoopy season, it's, fall season, everybody's going out trying to do stuff right now before it gets winter. Everybody's kind of, stays inside for the cold. You can go ahead and go over to SeatGeek and use code Wrasslin and save yourself 20% on your or $20 on your first purchase. And I'm not telling you what to do with your money, but maybe you could use that on, get yourself one of them lovely t-shirts as well. And you can wear that, you're going, I know we've had a couple of people in the chat and everything say that they were going to a couple of shows coming up and everything. I think Edward actually might be there at NXT right now as we're talking. So you should go ahead and get yourself a lovely Wrestling for Life t-shirt from Alt Tees. And if you're going to any event, go ahead and use code Wrasslin on SeatGeek and save yourself $20 on your first purchase. Why? Anthony, I already set it set to record it because it's going to be on during second hour of Dynamite. What are we talking about, Larry? But I'm in picture-in-picture right now, folks, as Gigi's got Nikkita in a headlock. Anthony, Nick, are you going to watch season 2 of Chucky when it comes out? I might. I mean, like I said, it is fall season, all of that. It is, spoopy Halloween time. I've been honestly, I guess I'll say this while we're in picture-in-picture. I've been watching the Dahmer series on Netflix with the missus when it comes to watching shows outside of wrestling. But I might check it out. It's interesting that they did kind of bring it back as like a TV show, but I feel like that's kind of the age of everything's going with wrestling or with movies, especially at this point, and just everything's a sequel. But anyways, back to the wrestling as we come out of picture-in-picture. Nikkita's got Gigi in an armbar. She gets the rope break. Thanks, boss. JV, do you know who I am now? Well, maybe. Explain yourself next time. How am I supposed to know, sir? Love you, bud. Hi, JV. Thank you. There. I'll leave you up now. You're out of the penalty box. Yes, I see that, Larry. You guys were talking about Chucky. I like how everyone's instantly letting me know of what y'all were talking about. But no, that's what I love about this whole chat and everything. And yes, even you, JV, how it's all become a nice little family. And that's what we absolutely are here at the Wrestling for Life Network. We are, a channel for fans by fans. Christ, I started off as a fan like my homie there, Mr. JV, and our buddy Victor, and all of you watching right now.
I'm muted because I wasn't even supposed to be here.
Well, I just accidentally clicked the button, so mea culpa, mea culpa. See, that's how you know we're tag team partners like no other there. But yes, folks, my bad. I accidentally hit a button on my mouse there. Hey, you ask, I like to reply. I like it, Larry. But so we've got, Starks with a big drop kick right now to Gigi. So it's really been Gigi kind of working most of this match right now when it comes to Toxic Attraction. Yes, boss, that's what happened. Sorry. Man culpa, I pulled a botch there. Yeah, announce yourself, JV. Thanks for sending. You're not in the box, JV. KJ's just talking out his, what. What's the main event for NXT tonight, KJ and Nick? I believe it's now going to be, it's got to be Mandy versus Alba Fyre, unless they've called that off because Alba kidnapped her. But all 4 women are down right now in the ring. But so let me know, I guess, who you take for that match between Alba and Mandy. I think everybody so far, I guess, is tended to feel that they're taking. Oh, up next, we're getting the Grayson Waller effect with special guests Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. So, of course, we have to have another show within a show because we don't already have stuff like Ding Dong Hello, Lash Legend had a whole little segment, Miz TV, the KO show, the Jericho show, or the highlight reel with the Jeritron 3000, all sorts of stuff like that. So when in doubt, just repeat a gimmick. We might be getting 2 Survivor Series matches if you've been seeing what has been happening. Well, Rocco, good paisan, welcome back. But no, they've already said that at least for War Games matches, if that's what you're talking about at Survivor Series, that we are going to get a men's and a women's at that show. So I feel like you have to kind of have these team factions. So that's why I'm saying maybe if we get Damage Control versus Toxic Attraction, I could see that working. Hopefully it's not, Damage Control versus Bianca and Asuka and Alexa, because I think that'll have gotten stale by then because it's already kind of gotten stale. Oh, Nikkita pulls down Jacy to make the save. You need a bigger box. Why? Did anyone else call White Rabbit Records and say, feed your head? Victor, I have not done that yet, but you did let us know. And for those who don't know, part of the lovely, White Rabbit Easter eggs going out there. Oh, wow, that was an intense-ass split pin by Nikkita Lyons. So Lyons and Starks pick up the win as they're just super emotional with this. So I think that might be the end of Toxic Attraction on NXT.
Yeah, I think we just saw the demise of Toxic Attraction on NXT. I think Mandy Rhodes will lose to Alba Fyre, and the rest will be history. Eventually.
Right.
But to Rocco's point about Survivor Series, there's definitely room for more than just the War Games match. We might be able to throw in one.
Oh, you think they do traditional ones too?
Like a traditional one as like a, as a possibility. I really could see that happening.
Oh, I'm getting a Ilya video package right now.
By far, one of my favorite moments of 2022 was him giving that speech when he relinquished the title.
Really? You have it up that high?
Oh, it was wicked, man. It was such a good moment. He was so passionate. You believed every word. Like he legitimately was a man that worked his ass off to have that belt and to make it matter, and he had to give it up, and he was heartbroken, and you could tell.
Yeah, he's super talented, and I'm just waiting for him to be on the main roster.
Right.
Because even just in this video package, he's talking right down into the camera. You believe every word that he's saying. You feel everything behind it.
He kind of has, I like that it's blinking. He kind of has that Jake the Snake vibe to it, like that real focused tone. Like, you got to kind of lean in to listen to him. He's not screaming in your face.
It's that controlled, like, psychopath or that controlled rage.
Yeah.
Of, like, you have to lean in and be quiet to hear what he's saying. But because everything that he's saying, every word matters.
Yeah. And of course, like they're showing replay here, like at McDonough, and Ilya had some battles. So that's a reuniting old rivals and throwing Bron Breakker in the mix for Halloween Havoc. That's got a good look to it, Nick.
Well, does Bron then become the odd man out there, though? Bron's very much, I feel, more towards the Vince style of what he would want as his top guys and everything. And I'm not saying at all that Bron couldn't be a top guy. I'm saying I think right now the top guys that Hunter may push are more guys like Ilya, like JD, that are guys that can just absolutely go in the ring and put on classic matches.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think there's a good chance at Halloween Havoc.
Too fast, too furious going on outside.
I was getting ready to duck. Fucking hell. But
at this point, I just get used to it.
Right. But where was I going with that? Oh, I could see Ilya winning this title. I could see Bron being pulled up.
You really? Well, I guess I did say initially that I could see Bron being the one to dethrone Roman, but that was a different time before, when a different senile old bastard was in charge of the company. But I could see that. I mean, I could see Bron going up and competing with Bobby for like the US title or something.
You know, the theme for Extreme Rules is catchy as shit.
Well, it's Hunter's always picked good music. I mean, remember NXT Black and Gold before was pretty much just heavy metal.
Right. I agree with Rocco. That was me. I have no fear. The leader of the White Rabbit Patrol is here. A-Town Down. How you doing, buddy? I'm not bothering with any of the actual scanning or anything else with the White Rabbit. Well, Larry, fine.
That's fine. I can let you know on a couple of things that I found out about today.
Touch a little.
Pause.
So Kyle Scarborough, the one who infamously, I guess, put out the whole tweet that had Feed Your Head and everything on it. And also today tweeted out a picture or a drawing that he did of Alexa. With Proverb 19:15 on it, or 19:5 on it.
Okay.
Which, if you go to Proverb 19:5 in the Bible,
which we of course did.
It's a false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. So I think that still keeps playing into the whole Alexa kind of betraying Bray or betraying the Fiend.
Yeah.
And also, this could honestly just be a fan that just happened to do it, because at this point, who really knows? But there was a sign in the crowd that said
White Rabbit.
Basically White Rabbit, but it was kind of spelled wrong, and it becomes an anagram for Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Now, the only thing about that sign was, at the time, like, it happened twice. And you know what the WWE is like? If someone's holding a sign they don't want up, it would kind of go away. But I don't know. It's interesting. I thought it was a bit of a coincidence at first, but then I listened to some people that kind of talked me into maybe it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, I think they also kind of are leaning into even just stuff, even if it's not a theory that they intended, and the fans are kind of just going with it, and it's occupying and people are biting into it. They lean into it because, like I was saying before, of how they just hired horror writer Rob Fee
pardon?
to work as a director of long-term creative.
What kind of director?
What
kind of director?
Horror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's previously worked with Marvel on like Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Avengers comics, and head writer on multiple Disney shows. So he's very much kind of been the guy pointed out as the one behind all of the White Rabbit stuff.
Yeah, I've followed him for quite a while, and so I was kind of surprised to read the news because I'm aware of him, and I mean, it's excellent. He seemed pretty happy about it. I mean, big day in his life, but we'll see what this means. But I mean, as far as telling a story, we've compared it before, Nick, to like you want to tell a good comic book story, it's got to have an arc, it's got to have a build, it's got to have a bad guy and a good guy. I mean, this guy has an expertise in making that arc make sense and making it, come out the other side. And that's what this company has lacked. I mean, that's what both companies have lacked quite a bit.
Well, and to see here, WWE has a position of director of long-term storytelling.
That's amazing.
Absolutely, because that's something that's truly, like you were just saying, there has been lacking in professional wrestling as a whole. Christ, we were talking about it with matches that are on Dynamite tomorrow night. They can't be long-term storytelling because we only found out about them on Twitter.
No,
no. WWE was known for the longest time of having these long storytelling lines. Like, how long did McMahon Austin go on?
Forever.
Right. So we need. I love having those long storylines because the good guy doesn't always have to win out, because then why do I give a shit about the bad guy?
Well, that's it, right? Well, that's it. That, you know, when you tell a good story, you have people coming back for more. And even if you don't get the conclusion you want, you know, if you can go along that ride and go, okay, fuck, that's, you know, almost had him, you know, that kind of thing, you know, opposed to, oh, my guy just got destroyed. Shit. Okay.
Right.
I guess I'll stop cheering for that guy.
Well, you see that effect in AEW of like, oh, new guy here. Okay. Job. Oh, now we're supposed to care about him? I don't anymore. He doesn't seem that cool anymore.
Right.
The GWE camera.
Right.
Good Lord.
He's tapping into a few gimmicks with this one.
Yeah, this is an amalgamation of every kind of show host gimmick they've had, every talk show stick, every pre-show. He's literally got a lot. He's copying us. I feel like they're just watching us and doing what we do, because they've got a ticker at the bottom. Except we have our stuff instead of the comments. But they've even got like the Tyler Breeze, to where they've got his Instagram live feed up on the Titantron too.
Why the fuck, excuse my language,
does
Cora Jade have a sword? When did
Skater
Girl trade with? She pawn her fucking skateboard to get a fucking samurai sword? Like, what is happening? Why is this a thing?
Sword, or is it a baton? Oh, it's a
whatever. Look, I thought it was a sword.
I see it now.
Okay, I could have been completely wrong.
Yeah, no. Before, it just kind of looked like she had a wiffle bat. Like they just took a wiffle bat and spray painted it black. Because
these comments are hilarious, by the way, right?
Oh yeah, and Winnipeg Jets 12.
Yeah, I was just saying,
crisscross team, like
Grayson Guy 14, future WWE champion. All right.
Folks, do better than the chat that they've got on WWE NXT right now and blow this sumbitch up.
Yeah, blow it up. Let's go. Random facts. Just want to see who's going to be. I think that's where we're all at with it. There's been a lot of talk. I mean, some people have said, oh, they're going to stretch this out to Rumble. And then finally, well, I don't know, man. The attention span of the world today, I'm pretty sure if we don't get something by Survivor Series, people are going to be pretty impatient. But I've said for a long time, let's go. Extreme Rules. We got one more set of clues to get on Friday, and all bets are off for Saturday. I have no idea what's going to play out, but something has to be there.
Your theory that we're getting the Wyatt 6. Well, I know you won't think it's a faction too, but that we're getting the 6 kind of clues. And then I do think we're just going to get Bray Wyatt back on Extreme Rules. I don't think you can go too far with this and not have it kind of die out.
Yeah, kind of like I felt like with the MJF storyline, where it's like, is he ever coming back?
Right.
Oh, all right. Well, but they did it in a way that I did give a shit. So good for them.
I like that they had Vic Joseph Real as one of the people in the chat.
Right. This rabbit crap is tiresome. Boss, it's not. It's fun, buddy. Live a little.
You follow us and we'll just keep you updated.
Yeah. Follow us. We'll light the way.
Right. Remember, Fireflies, I'll always light the way. All you need to do is let me in.
This is hard to watch. Am I the only one that feels this way? This is literally like two teenagers having a fight over the cool boy on the football team.
Yeah, this is the jock douchebag that every high school had, sitting in between like the two like
popular chicks that just like don't get along because they both like the same guy.
And Roxy's definitely cuter than Cora.
Well, Cora looks like she's, gotten.
She have a sword.
Homer Simpson's makeup gun for that fucking spray tan.
What? Like,
is it weird though that Roxy's only been really on NXT for a cup of coffee, it feels like, and she's now become like a prominent character on NXT. I mean, I'm not knocking her talent wise, but it's just funny how they've kind of hotshotted her and they're acting like she's been here forever.
No, I don't think so, Nick, because she came in with some prominence, right? So. Right. That's where I think she's like, and she's not coming in as a rookie. She's not coming out at NIL. She's, coming in as maybe not the most experienced, but definitely an experienced professional wrestler.
Yeah, you can't. It's kind of hard to deny the former Ring of Honor world champion.
Yeah, to a point, right?
Yeah. Yes, I did, A-Town.
This is atrocious.
Is this worse than Saraya Britt Baker?
This is more cohesive than Saraya Britt Baker.
True.
But
Mike skills on par. We're dead heat with that, but this is at least meant to be a segment. Okay. Kind of awkward.
We're spinning the wheel of death for Halloween Havoc.
Really?
I'd trade lives with this guy.
Jesus. Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Thank you, Boss Funaki. Gable, Otis, Theory, Almost versus Strowman, Owens, Johnny, and someone else. And the second will be Judgment Day versus Ray, Edge, etc. to get in the War Games. Part of me thought that Edge and a collective might be against Judgment Day in War Games. But I think it's got to be the Bloodline.
That was just a lot of names really fast for me. A lot of O's. So I'm like, who? What?
Wait, that's Apollo Crews. Man, I'm good at this. I predicted everything right tonight.
I'm Mystic Mac. I predict these things. Does he still got pink eye, though? Does he still got the gouged eye?
Probably. Waller's eyes have healed nicely.
Yeah.
Coal Miner's glove match is on the wheel. That's hilarious. That's how you
a blindfold match. We could have like that terrible James Storm match in TNA with the blindfold.
Weapons Wild match.
What?
So she can use a sword apparently.
And Insane Asylum. Well, yeah, couldn't tell if that was a katana or boiler room brawl. I'm trying to read all of these. The trick or treat match. Well, she went with the sword.
All right, so the ladies are having a bit of a brouhaha, folks, for those keeping track at home.
Right.
They're going to have a Weapons Wild match. Cruz in the hood. No. Swerve. Wait, is Polo related to Dexter? Oh, you should have kept your phone, bro.
Came as security. Why is he dragging him under the ring? What the hell?
Yeah, what is he, Dexter Lewis?
I'm taking you to little people's court. I'm playing assault. You attacked my eye. Next thing you know, you got Hornswoggle.
Does this mean? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's the vision that Cruz had is now reality. He sees the future. Dexter Loomis!
So Grayson Waller has the That's So Raven gimmick, and he got some ketchup in his eyes because I know we didn't just have this man go and gouge this man's eyes out under the ring because that would be insane and ridiculous to believe.
Right. Dun, dun. Stay tuned to that DX. I'm getting a commercial for that Raw again, and Man, it's going to be a good one, Nick. There's something going to happen. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, they did say viewer discretion is advised. So maybe, like I think a couple people hinted at last night, maybe that's when we start getting towards the TV 14 kind of era. We maybe start dipping our toe back that way.
Maybe. Trick or street fight. Grayson Waller sucks.
You're not wrong.
I think Grayson Waller has a bright future. I think Grayson Waller is highly talented. Do I like what he's doing? No, but he's a good heel. He's annoying. Doesn't have go home heat. He has fuck you heat.
Dolph Ziggler.
Sharp.
Accurate. I feel.
Yeah.
He falls
in
the
comparison.
Yeah. Of that annoying pissant heel that just won't kind of go away.
Won't go away,
right?
Right. Anybody agree with me? Yeah, let us know, folks. What are you thinking out there? We are in another commercial break, so we will continue. Be right back. There we go. Distracted for a second, folks. We are in a commercial break. I will take a moment to remind everybody we are back tomorrow, the 3-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite. We will be here live, giving you a reaction, giving you a review for the whole show. We'll see what happens. The card's pretty stacked. Lots of things going down. I mean, we get Cage against Wardlow. Lots to talk about. Lots of rumors. Sammy's in another beef. Got another battle on his hands. What does that mean? What does that look like? Obviously, him and Andrade are not getting along. And how do you guys feel about this? Well, we're in a commercial break for NXT. Anybody following along with Sammy and Andrade? I mean, more heat, more shit, more locker room blues, more problems for Tony. They are out of control. Damien goes the opposite way and wants to see Grayson Waller on the main roster to fight Johnny. All right. I'll be here if I can. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing with Sammy and who the hell was I talking about? Andrade, who a lot of people have rumored that Andrade wants to come back to WWE as it is, but he's in a pickle. He's under contract. We got this match. Could he go out? Could number 10 put him out? When they first announced the match, I felt like it was a bit of a troll job that it wouldn't be happening. But now, shit, I don't know, guys. It's possible. It's highly possible, to be honest. Nope. God. KJ, do any of you guys have Fight TV? And if you guys do have, you ever thought of doing a live pay-per-view reaction to Westside Extreme Wrestling out of Germany or LCW in Scotland? Anthony, we've thought about covering them all, but I mean, there's only so far down the rabbit hole we can go. But with all the wrestling we cover with them, like a lot of the main stuff, and then because we do XPW and GCW, all depends on the calendar. It all depends if one day the show pops up, and it also has to have some name value. Keep in mind, we got to put it out there. When you get a niche of a niche of a niche, it gets a little tricky. So we try and cover everything we can. Maybe one day we will. Maybe one day they have a card where it just intrigues us enough, but highly possible. We cover everything else, but why not? All right, wait. What the hell? Jacy and Schism are talking to the person in the red hood, getting in shit. They need to be better. They look quite small, like a kid. Julius Creed on the way to the ring. By the way, if Andrade loses on Friday on Rampage, how do you book him, KJ, Nick, on the main roster? If Andrade loses and comes back, give him back to Zelina Vega. That was where they were both, not just him, but her, were at their best. She goes back to being a badass with a chip on her shoulder who advocates for her client. Beautiful. And then just let him go in and have barn burners. Put put him in a chase for a mid-card title. He can take on anybody in that mid-card and give you like workhorse matches. He's a really seasoned veteran. I mean, the complaints, oh, he was stiff with me. Did you ever notice that it's like the 95-pound little guy with fucking nothing but bones in the ring complaining about everybody being rough with him? Maybe you're just soft, you know? Maybe you need to go hang out with Big Cass. He can spell it out for you. But shit, I mean, at the end of the day, if you, like, I think Andrade's comment was, if I get a little stiff, you get a little stiff. The problem is he's too busy bitching about it, then, you know, and he's upset. Tony, you got stiff with me. And these little bubbles would go up. Oh, shit. Julius Creed annihilated somebody. Julius Creed is growing on me. I think he's definitely the better of the two brothers. There is only 3 of us currently, folks. And we only Nick pleading his case to the masses. Please have mercy. Oh, wait. The other Brutus is out here beating the... Oh. So we having a little bit of a... What is happening? Brutus just unloading on the enhancement talent. Yeah, fucking hell, that's funny. The inmates running the asylum at AEW. Dang. Wait. Oh, there's Damon Kemp. Bring out his brother. Let's go. All right, Brutus is upset. Damon Kemp is up in the balcony. All right. What do you guys think of Damon Kemp going on his own, trying to be a heel? Wow. So, wait. We're getting a twist. I don't know what's happening. Got that one. The White Rabbit has turned into the Red Hood. Dun, dun, dun. Interesting. I didn't see any QR codes when we had Schism and Jacy. Just saying. Maybe I missed it. This is going a bit long for me. I don't know how you guys feel out there. This has been one of the slower moments of the night. And for a night that's been going like clip, it's a little bit of a lull with this. Oh, wow. So Julius fights Damon. If Julius wins, his brother Brutus gets another match with Damon. But if he loses, his brother has to leave NXT. The newest member of the Alpha Academy right there, Brutus. It's going on a little too long for my liking. Yep, that's what I have to deal with. Boom. If Andrade goes back to the WWE, put him in a faction, LWO 2.0. Rocco. Let's see where we go with that. I mean, maybe there's something there with him and Escobar. Oh, wait. They're going to have an ambulance match. They said shit. I'm like a kid. Julius said shit. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. So we're getting an ambulance match between Julius. Stiff pause. Come on now. There you go. JD McDonough getting a package now for the lead up to Halloween Havoc. I'm looking forward to Halloween Havoc. I think NXT is going to want to make a statement, and I expect a really good pay-per-view. I kind of went down a trip down NXT memory lane as of late, and man, those takeovers, they're still incredible when you watch them back. Like, just from start to finish, they're on fire. I've beaten Drew Gulak 3 times in dark matches, and I feel like he complains a lot. All right. Does he? He might. We should go to social media about it. It's fine, but this one is starting to tire me with Damon. Yeah, I mean, this is a little slow. Keeps coming after me, and I'm like, dude, you can't beat me. Deal with it. Get him, Jack. Don't take shit from anybody. That's the problem when you breakneck pace. When you slow down like Grayson, Creed match, etc., it makes it way more noticeable. Yeah, I agree, Nick. Oh, it's this average dad dude. By the way, has anyone seen the Joe Henry vignettes on Impact? I got that shit stuck in my fucking head. Oh, the Super Diva's here. Oh, licking the air again. Great segment. There you go. Yeah, I agree, Dale. Really well done. Zion Quinn versus Hank Walker. All right, Hank Walker. There you go. Now we're back in a commercial. I'm getting a preview for Extreme Rules. Julius wins. Good show. Will we ever get American Alpha and Heavy Machinery with Triple H era? No. I think they kind of like what they have now. Maybe, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, especially Heavy Machinery. I don't know if Tucker comes back. I don't know what you do with him. Halloween Havoc should be a main roster pay-per-view. Now, I'm okay with NXT having some of it, right? We got Survivor Series. We got Crown Jewel coming up. We got Extreme Rules. They can have Halloween Havoc. Plays more to their market anyway, right? Like their key demo, go a little bit younger. Halloween Havoc has a little more ring to it. So, yeah, I'm okay with them having it, JV. Or Aaron. Wow. It's CJ's little brother. Whew, you tell him. Zion for the win. Yuck. Quincy Elliott. Yuck. Brother is texting me about work, and I'm still listening. Attaboy, Larry. Tell your brother to wait. Do you blame Eddie Kingston now for getting physical and slapping Sammy in the back of the head or complaining of stiffness in the ring with his competitors? Do I blame Eddie Kingston? No. I mean, I wasn't there, but I could kind of perceive what probably happened. And I feel like Sammy is definitely the type of guy that runs his mouth. And when you clap him upside the head, he runs and tells somebody, has 911 in his phone ready to go just in case shit goes down. But I could be wrong. But it just seems like there's a small collection of kind of the really over AEW stars early on. Sammy, the Bucks, Kenny, where new people have come in and there's been a lot of static. Even Britt has had issues with Thunder Rosa. A lot of bullshit, a lot of bantering, a lot of back and forth, a lot of public discord, which is really surprising. Discourse. So for me, Tony has to get a control. And I know everyone said this. I'm not breaking the mold with this one, but Tony has to get control of that locker room. Even if guys are slapping each other around, we shouldn't know about it. Too friendly with too many of the dirt sheet writers, too often leaking shit to your buddy Meltzer because he's all chumming around with everybody, playing grab ass, and he's thrilled and one of the boys. I really, really don't think that there's any type of system that's working right now for Tony. And this is another example where Sammy, like Eddie got suspended. Sammy went over 3 times on Eddie's friend. Think about it. Went over. Hi.
Sorry, you were talking. I want to talk about this.
Go.
But yeah, absolutely. It's you have very much like you said. It's all elite 902.10. All toxic wrestling. It's very much you have this almost kind of built-in clique of guys like Sammy, guys like Jericho, guys like the Bucks, Kenny, Hangman, pretty much everybody, I guess, in the Dark Order, which I guess is in part because of Brody, but I don't fault them for that, but that makes sense. But you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
To where they all just constantly have to always be the ones going over in the situation. It's you. I can pick at you as much as I want. They all have that little brother syndrome of I can pick at you as much as I want, but the second you fight back, Tony, he pushed me in my face after he told him he was a piece of shit. You say something like that to Eddie Kingston or do anything like that, like he's gonna let you know, like you're a grown adult. I understand if someone mushes you in the face, you might, feel some type of way, but you address that like adults. You don't need to sit there and be Captain Tattletale.
Well, and for shit to be on social media the way it was, and I mean, we saw the posts and shit, and I'm like, to call Andrade a favor hire, like this man is highly talented. He'll make lots of money going back to CMML or AAA. He'll make tons of money if he went over to Japan. He'll make tons of money with the WWE. I watched Andrade versus McIntyre. Stellar match. Andrade versus Gargano. Stellar match. The guy can go.
His series with Wwe was fantastic. There were people calling that constantly to be on the pay-per-views and everything. That's part of what I find funny is that this isn't Andrade's first go-around in companies and everything. He's been in a couple different companies and in a couple different countries. And this is the first person to take an issue with how Andrade is. I think it's
Sorry,
go ahead.
But what if Andrade was slightly stiff? Because like he's laying them in. He's doing his job.
Or what if it is one of those of Sammy was kind of a little pissant, probably backstage. And so Andrade was a little pissed off on the fact that he's stuck in no man's land on the roster. So,
but you know what?
He might have hit a clothesline a little stiff.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's that deep. I think it's just two guys went to work, and one guy was a man, and the other guy's a little boy and needs to eat a fucking sandwich. And he consistently, dude, if everyone that smacks you too hard, maybe you're in the wrong fucking sport. Maybe tennis is for you. Maybe some beach volleyball, badminton, maybe table tennis. I don't fucking know. But getting hit by other people doesn't seem like it's a good idea. And if you're not getting hit by people and complaining, you're jumping off shit and fucking yourself up. So I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like I said, you have this little group that's anything like I can bug you, but you can't do anything to me. And Hank Walker looks like Seth Rogen.
Al Borland started wrestling.
Not even Al Borland. Like I said, Seth Rogen.
That is hilarious.
I feel like this is 100% accurate, and I feel like this should be all of a 10-second match.
You know Lou Kippelman, right?
No.
Anyway, he's another wrestling podcast right there. He fills in sometimes. He filled in for Brian on the corner.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, man, go listen to him. It's Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen. I'm telling you. It's the funniest shit. Every time he reports the news, I can't take it serious.
I was saying there's for not Alpha Academy, but American Alpha, because Jordan's retired and is backstage as an agent, and I think Stucky might be kind of done in ring. I haven't seen him pop up on anything as of lately.
No, I haven't either. There he's laughing. There you go.
Yeah.
You need to read the first comment, understand the context of a second comment. Well, Jesus Christ.
Listen, I understand you can write comments, but they also don't need to be a novel. Like, we've had so many people say it's a little bit much at times, and your comments might be a little too much.
It's fine.
We don't need part 1 of like 7.
Right, it's tough. It's fine, but share the chat nicely, folks.
Respectfully,
as the meeting is starting to get tiring, and of Damon. Wait, you need to really. Oh, well, dude.
Right. See, we're gonna go down here.
Oh, pulling rank.
Yeah. Hank Walker was
the tank
who received a contract.
The tank. Sorry, they're changing.
No, you're good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Hank the tank is on a heater.
Hank the tank. Hank the tank. Does he become the Mikey Whipwreck of NXT?
Yeah, the dad bod special. I like it.
Jack said he's a security guard who recently received a contract recently.
There you go. Zion says, not today. Not today.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen. Oh my God. It's the third time I've said his name wrong. I want to say Rollins every time. We got a pop. Whoa, Quincy.
Oh, no.
Heel turned by Quincy. I think Quincy's character works better as a heel.
I think his character works better not on my TV.
Well, I'm just trying to fucking salvage something out of this, but
there's nothing to salvage.
Whoa! So we're gonna get the odd couple of Quincy and the dad bod.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting tag team that I'm sure we'll see for no reason.
Was Quincy? This red hooded figure has been on the show a lot tonight, dude. It's weird.
I think we've got to get a reveal at some point. Maybe that's the last how we go off the air.
We're watching for potential clues here.
Why did Cameron Grimes think that talking to the one person that's been associated with this group peripherally the whole time that wasn't going to lead to bad news? But he's getting jumped right now by Jacy and the Grizzled Young Vet. If I feel like if I say it enough, they'll come back that way,
right?
With a trash can.
Well, but I feel like it's a female. It was very. She was very. Very.
Yeah.
We got a big hug.
The Schisms tree. What the? There is 8 million ways you could have phrased that better than that.
What the fuck? Who said what?
Jacy hugged the person in the red hood and said, "Job well done," and said, "Welcome to the Schism tree." Pause the fuck on that.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah. Bron has red hood pants. Victor, you wait until CJ's back on here. You're gonna let you hear it. Shit. Keep his little brother alone. So
see, I like that Pete Dunne is still all fucking juiced up, like all ready to go. He's like Coke 3.0. Oh shit, more tag teams.
Right. But so are we not? Well, I think at this point it's kind of obvious, but so I guess we're not getting Alba Fyre versus Mandy Rose because we had the whole kidnapping segment earlier.
She kidnapped her, yeah. My Pelicans are playing the Bulls right now.
Let's go Bulls.
I almost said it, bro. Y'all better leave CJ little brother alone.
That's why, like I said, you wait, Victor, until CJ's back on here. He's gonna let you hear it.
They're letting Pete talk. Yo, that's a good gimmick. Banger after banger after banger.
Well, see, that's again like what we're talking about with like the what chant and everything. It's something that'll catch on. It's crowd participation. Wow. That's what people want to do when they show up to a wrestling show. They want to watch people fight each other and they want to chant and they want to be involved in everything like that. So to sit there and bitch about people being involved in the show is just
I'm
ridiculous.
digging the NXT version of this entrance. World Fighters! Dude, I'm digging the Brawling Brutes. And they calmed Pete Dunne down. He's still wild. He's still wild. He's still crazy.
Right.
But they calmed him down so it's not obnoxious.
Fair enough. I just wish he was actually Pete Dunne again instead of Butch. But at Extreme Rules, we are getting the 6-man tag team Donnybrook match between the Brawling Brutes and Imperium.
Right. I want him in the mid interview to just go, fellas, why the fuck do you keep calling me Butch? And then being like, that's what I'm Pete Dunne. What idiot came up with Butch?
Yeah, just has a moment of clarity. Like,
yeah, knock that shit off.
Right, please.
Dynamite will end at 10:15 tomorrow. Oh, past your bedtime. We got problems.
Well, no, and we've talked about this, though, that if it went over and Tony didn't announce it, it would have felt way bigger and way better, and you would have gotten way more invested than announcing already, hey, so we're going to run over. Okay, cool. So I know when we get towards the top of the hour that we're not at the end.
Yeah, no, I don't know why you let that shit leak. If you want to say, don't click away right at the end of the show, folks, or right at the top of the hour, hang tight, you never know. If you want to do that or have your commentary team build that throughout the night. Right. We're going to stay with the action all night, folks. Who knows what's going to happen? But leave the fans in a state of not knowing whether it's 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. You just leave us in suspense.
Right. Oh, or even if it's 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, all of that. But I guess it goes into a little bit. What? I
said differently.
But it even goes into like when they had that one match, the Punk Moxley match, and it was a 60-minute time limit, how they did it at the start of the hour in case it went the 60 minutes. It's those subtle things that you can do it. We've seen you do it, Tony. So I know if you're taking notes, fix that shit. Like your employee, Ricky Starks, even said, can we all just got to shut the fuck up for 5 minutes?
Right.
Here,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll read it, but because it's addressed to you, so I want you to answer it. Okay. I agree with KJ 100%, though. When it comes to theme songs and fans chanting along with it, it ruins the credibility of a bad guy when fans are singing their song instead of giving them heat.
I agree. It's not a bad move. I don't like the approach to it. I think you got to have things that are character driven. We buy into authentic characters, and if you're a miserable prick, the last thing you want is everyone fucking kumbayaing as you're on the way out. Now, you will have some exceptions. And where I'm struggling to have the exception right now is Seth, right? Like, Seth is not supposed to have this, but now he's kind of in a tweener role, but he's definitely up against the babyface and Riddle. So it's an interesting dichotomy with that one. But generally, like, Jericho, everyone's singing Judas, just take the song away. And if you become a babyface again, give it back, and then everyone's special.
I think it comes down to, honestly, a little bit more on the performer based or the athlete based. Like you were saying, Seth can pull that off and still kind of come across like a prick because he's wearing ridiculous outfits and he's the man who laughs and he comes out and he just stomps everybody.
Yeah, he's kind of ignorant to everything, right? Like the fans could be yelling, screaming, doesn't matter. He's still gonna just be doing him.
He's indifferent,
oblivious. Yeah,
Jericho still just seems like he's constantly begging for that. You have that match with him and Bandito was hard to get through. Like, props to Bandito. I think that's why everyone was offering him contracts the second he walked out of the ring, because they're like, holy shit, you made Jericho look like a halfway competent wrestler. Yeah. You must be fantastic.
These rumors of like the WWE was searching for Bandito's number halfway through the match. Really?
The man's a former Ring of Honor world champion. The man's, been a top guy in Ring of Honor, CMLL, AAA. Like,
do you think people were sitting around going like, who's that guy? I think Bandito's pretty known for the guys that are in the biz.
No one's going, who's that guy in the mask that, does the flippy-doos and everything? Oh, you mean Rey Mysterio? No, that other guy. No.
Bron Breakker on screen. A lot of interruptions. Oh, what the fuck?
Well,
Big Body Javi.
Cool.
Why does he remind me of
I
Wagner?
don't think we've met before with this guy either.
I've seen Javi have a couple fights. I just can't remember who or what or why or if he won. I think he lost.
So they were really good.
Oh, just barn burners, buddy.
Right, just 5 stars. For
you guys, between WWE and AEW, who do you think does the overrun consistently better? Such a
that's a very unique question.
Yeah, might be a first. Right. Who does it better? I don't know. Like, I mean, it's hard to say. You never really expect it with WWE, so it's cool when you get it.
Right. And random note, I just noticed the kind of rainbow colors still in the NXT Championship. Oh, and so the last qualifier is going to be the
Axiom or Nathan.
The final out of the best of 3 series. The run over, you almost at this point you halfway expected at times from AEW. Like you said, WWE, you never anticipated. You anticipate almost you get a couple minutes before they go out.
Yeah, I kind of like what they're doing with the black and gold. They're kind of like slowly bringing it in. Like it's weird how they're doing it, but not weird, but like very slow playing it. But that graphic for next week look real sharp.
Oh yeah, it's very much slow playing that crossover. Well, that's part of what Hunter had said when he took over from Vince of like, I'm not gonna outright change everything at right out of the gate. Some stuff's gonna take a little bit, and we're gonna slowly dip our toe into the water.
Right.
I feel like that's what they're doing with NXT.
We got the world title tag team title match going on right now, folks. We have the Brawling Brutes going up against Pretty Deadly. Get your predictions in now while you still can. Let us know who you have taking the W, taking the belt. Can the Brawling Brutes upset and surprise everybody?
I think so.
I'm down.
Well,
give it to them.
Well, that's the thing, is because it's for the NXT titles. That's the one thing that makes it like, I don't know. But how do you have them go over and go under unless Imperium gets involved?
Imperium. You want to go that way tonight? That'd be interesting.
That would be the only way I feel that you can have the Brawling Brutes go under Pretty Deadly and still have them not look a little bit less.
Right. Jacko, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. The Rock vs. Brock Lesnar Survivor Series 2022. No.
Strike. I like how we almost said that in sync.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Right.
We're saving The Rock.
Yeah. Although till Hollywood.
Now Ridge is a big burly dude. I mean, we didn't get to see much of him because he broke his leg.
And then Big E.
Then the Big E thing happened. I mean, it is what it is on that one, but he's just kind of been stuck in that middle card rotation that we had for 57 weeks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Anthony, I'm getting sick and tired of Sammy being a bitch and complaining that other wrestlers are being too stiff with him in the ring. If you're so worried about gain more muscle. I kind of beat up on that point, but man, you said you signed. More guys need to know how to lay it in. Fuck, dude. You really go back and watch some of the old wrestling when the guys are really throwing. And you know what? A guy that we talked about earlier today on a different topic, and I didn't agree with him, but Bully Ray, man, I saw when they came back at the Rumble for a surprise pop. When he dug in, when he was throwing those punches, they were landing. You got it. They looked like they were landing. You felt them. Now it's just swinging for air.
Right. Well, as Pete Dunne's doing joint manipulation,
pause.
I messed that word up, but it's one of those of, I guess you could almost question of, was he actually working stiff or was it just Sammy kind of, you know,
sensitive.
Right. Just, well, he did a thing I didn't like. So he's a bad person. Like, you sound like that little kid on the playground that just has an issue with people.
Yeah, and again, like I said, I feel like there's this collection of like the backyard playground wrestlers that really don't like the pro wrestlers.
Right.
Right.
And again, how much of this is, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but the problem then becomes, Nick, you're building your company around the wrong talent.
Right.
Right. You have, you know, even with Cody, you let Cody go because, oh, well, he doesn't agree with our vision. Well, bye-bye. You'll definitely do well with what he's about to do when he returns here.
Oh, absolutely. Forgot where I was going to go with
that. Well, then, I would love to see Alexander Wolf come back to the main roster this Saturday, helping Imperium win, and we get 4-man Imperium again. Yes, do it. Give him somebody.
Oh, now I know where I remember where I was going to go with it. But how much of this also might just be Andrade just trying to find his way out of that company? Because we've seen him now. He's in a loser, or if he loses, he leaves AEW. He even said in the tweet, "I don't care if I get fired." I think this might be just like,
you think I know I have
a job lined up. What's up?
He's actually found a way to make people tune into this match. Or like, shit, he could get fired.
Oh, absolutely. He's finally made you want to tune into an Andrade El Idolo match on AEW because tell you what, Tony Khan and AEW have done fuck all in trying to get you entertained for any sort of his matches.
No.
So he might as well try and do it. But I also think it's a little bit of he knows he has a job waiting for him at WWE the second that he's out of there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I like I said, bring him back. Give him Zelina Vega all over again and let him go. Let him go. And he'll be fine.
Right.
There's a list of guys that Andrade will light up the fucking building with, period. His problem is getting over, and that's what Zelina Vega does very well for him.
Yeah, he's just gotten handed these kind of anchor things of he got handed the Hardy Enterprises or whatever the hell they went by.
Yeah, the family
that made no sense then.
No.
And he's got the whole knockoff Los Ingobernables in AEW, but that's kind of felt more like a Ring of Honor thing with Roosh and Dragon Lee involved and everything, and it's been a complete non-starter. So,
right. Which era did the sing-along entrances start? I mean, it's been a kind of like give and take. There's always been some. Like Hulk Hogan was kind of the original sing-along, right? I am the real. No, but
did they really sing along with it? That one, though?
I think so.
Or
not. I think the point. But the actual crowd involvement, like through the 90s, it picked up in a huge way.
Attitude Era. Because trust me, anybody right now, if I start just doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly brings to you. Everybody right now in the chat can finish that whole statement. I feel right.
By the way, Pretty Deadly's in control. Pretty Deadly versus Brawling Brutes. That's right. Brawling Brutes are on NXT.
And we're hard at the hours, so we're going over.
Pardon?
It's 10 o'clock. If you look down and check your clock right now, so we're at the hour.
Hard at the hour.
We're going over. We were talking about run on earlier.
Right there we go. So when we don't know what's coming, it's kind of cool.
Right. Like, well, Victor was just saying here, this has to be a fast match. It only has 6 minutes left. Well, they're giving them run over.
Oh, Dale says Pretty Deadly. Damien says Brawling Brutes. I don't think Dale or Damien have agreed at all tonight.
What were they called before? Like the Bowling Brutes or something like that?
Right. The bowling Boots.
There we go. The Bowling Boots. That's what I'm going for. The Bowling Boots.
Ray is 5'4". Guevara is 5'10". Yeah, but Ray probably has 20 pounds on Sammy.
When did we get into that? This
I don't know. I think this is comparable.
Doing a height comparison.
I don't know. We must have missed someone's comment. I'm actually getting tired of the Zoolander tag team.
Eurovision.
Yeah, I don't like them. I've never seen Ray complain. Oh, this is where we got it.
Well, no, Jack, by the way, I did see your earlier comment, and I hope you're feeling well, bud. He was saying how he had a fever and everything earlier, so.
Big shout out to Jack. Yeah. Rey Mysterio, never complained. They're about the same size. Well, no, like one's tall and skinny, and no.
Right. This is an issue between Sammy and Andrade, not Sammy and Rey. How is Rey involved here?
But like Andrade comes out of that lucha style where they are stiff. Like, you go down to CMLL or AAA, and they're laying them in pretty good most nights. I mean, yes, flippy and tricky, but when they're going, and the guys want to put on a good fucking show. Like, that's very much a place where Cave Abe is still thriving for a lot of parts.
Oh, absolutely.
They want to put it in.
Yeah, even go and ask guys like Conan and all of that. Go ask La Parca how that style is. That style is still to this day known as we're pro wrestling. We're not just, I'm going to make it look all nice so you can then still, have all your, everything's perfect. No,
that can't be true. Wrestling. Raw's ratings were, I don't believe that's true. I thought I heard different. I don't think that's accurate. What ratings went down 1 million? No, I don't know. I don't think that. Andrade loses, leaves, gets signed right away by the WWE the next day, and he's the White Rabbit. Charlotte's the White Rabbit. He's there to help her.
I was going to say, you had me till the end there. Not going to lie, they had us in the first half.
Oh! Wow, big move. Big time offense.
Oh. 2 count.
Well, take care of yourself, Jack. We don't. I'm not sure. We have Celsius. So
I was gonna say
99.1 high.
Professional. I do not play one on TV. I did not stay at a Holiday Inn and Express. So,
Jack, if that's too high, then take what you got and feel better, buddy.
Yeah,
have some soup. I don't know. Do you see Daniel Garcia swerving us and turning on Bryan Danielson in their yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do.
How does he announce the turn? He just puts on the bucket cap and then just like starts punching Daniel Bryan. Like, no, hey, I swear to God, you're already having issues with ticket sales. You're already getting a bunch of negative.
Oh shit! What a code breaker!
Like, oh, wow.
Oh, rude.
Pop-up code breaker.
Right?
But yeah, don't start doing little niche dumb shit like that.
But I don't know. See, remember when I said that I could see Jericho going, "Hey Tony, I've never had that belt before. They could call me the Ocho. Wouldn't it be great, Tony? Come on, Tony. Everything I've done for you, Tony." Boom, it gets done. What if he says, you know what the fans they'd freak out? You want real heat? You make them think he's going to Daniel, and then he turns on him, and we beat him because we always beat him. What?
That's how you get go away heat. That's how you get people tuning out.
I completely agree, Nick. But that's my concern with this company right now, is we're the booking is so catered to the. It's not even about the niche fans. It's not about catering to the AEW fans. It's actually catering to the AEW talent. And a wise man I once know on this channel threw his finger up and went, right? And if you didn't follow that alone or follow along at home, yeah, man, like seriously, it's got that vibe where the core is ruining everything, right? If you have a rotten core, your apple is fucked.
Right. Absolutely. It only takes a few bad apples to ruin the bush.
One
or the bushel.
For the whole bunch.
But absolutely, I've called the Young Bucks the Hulk Hogan of tag team wrestling. I know we're watching NXT to not go too far on an AEW rant. But it's Tony is a mark for the business. Like certain people we saw that were in charge of creative and booking in WCW that had fuck all of a clue as to what they were doing, except they liked watching wrestling. and they want to be around wrestlers. And it's really cool when everybody in the room likes you.
So Imperium's here. You called it. What the fuck?
I'm not just saying.
Shut the Halloween Havoc 3-way match. Let's go.
No, because they have the match at When's Havoc versus Extreme Rules.
Did they announce that yet? Oh, the Donnybrook, yeah.
The Donnybrook. Because I can't remember too if we're getting Sheamus versus Gunther for the IC title, the rematch this week, or if we're getting it after Extreme Rules.
Fuck, I don't even know either. Is it this week? I feel like it might.
It might be.
Should be at Extreme Rules. Eichner. Okay, they're still fighting the Brutes, and they're just fighting off. I feel like something's about to happen, Nick. Maybe not.
I think this might just be kind of how we go out. Well,
I called it.
Why?
Wow. Boo. Boo. Oh, wait, we're not done. There is going to be some type of multi-team match. But
in the Rudy Blue Hell.
Who in the Rudy Blue Hell are you? Dude. There we go. So we're going to get
triple threat ladder match. There we go. Do it. Easy. Writes itself. Well, no, you're already having a ladder match, so you don't want to do 2 ladder matches. So at least do a triple threat match. But at least
spin the wheel.
Oh yeah, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, make a deal.
Right.
But at least for the love of God, have all 3 men in the ring instead of they have to tag in their opponent.
Oh, fuck, it drives me nuts.
Right.
Now, Nick, fans, the show has come to an end. The 3 tag teams are clearly heading towards Halloween Havoc. That was your show. By all means, you give us some ratings on NXT. I do love how somehow we got into the topic of weight and stats on the channel at this point now. I turned 50 in December. Ray turns 48 December 11th, and I'm 5'10". What? Larry, that's awesome.
What in the Rudy Blue Hell is going on?
I'm not talking about weight, not height. I'm talking about Ray and Sammy Guevara. Wait, right. What do you mean? But
I still want to know how we got here, though, because that's the thing. This issue is between Sammy and Andrade. Ray has nothing to do with this. Ray's still trying to deal with his, petulant child. He's trying to save him from the, big goth woman. So he's not worried about anything in AEW.
Dom as the Olive Garden waiter kills me.
Oh, I saw that. It's hilarious. I kind of thought it, but especially with like the halfway unbuttoned, like just black shirt. Yeah.
Jack wants to know he's 220. Thanks. There you go. Some thanks. I'm not sure. Mysterio is 95 pounds. Sammy is 94. They're the same weight. There you go. That was pretty.
Moving on.
Wow. Victor's is weighing in at a whopping 6'3", 300, buddy.
Do I need to start introducing people like fighting?
Fighting out of this corner.
Standing at a 6'3", fighting out of Miami, Florida, weighing in at a 300 pounds, wearing the Every Night KJ White t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. No, what people don't know is that CJ is 6'4". It's crazy.
He hides it very well.
It's crazy. I love the new NXT logo. It's NXT's really cool. What did you think of the look and the vibe tonight?
Oh, I dug it a lot. Like I said, it wasn't as aggressive on your eyes and everything. It wasn't abrasive, and I just like the pacing overall, to be honest, too.
Jesus,
as well. It was very much move.
Yeah, I moved. The second hour slowed down a little bit. I kind of wish they would have formatted it a little differently.
Yeah. You could have flopped some stuff around and ended the show a little bit on a better note. Like, I get the Brutes were there, but if they weren't going to win anyways, you didn't need them to main event. You could have probably main evented with a women's tag match.
That felt
showed up too. More emotional. Yeah.
But hey, we got an interesting start to a new thing. And I did feel like as the show went on, they started sliding in, like pulling back some colors and sliding in more yellow. It's like
more
they don't want to just
yeah.
rock and haw. Victor's got a 6 out of 10, 6.5 from Jack, 7 from Dale, 4 from Chris because no Bailey, 7 out of 10 for he thought the show was good. We were saying that Sammy is short and is after. I know.
So I feel like we just interrupted their conversation, is what it seems to be. If we,
right.
we the hosts of the
show, look, now everyone's chiming in. Come on, Nick.
Right. You ruining all the fun, Dad.
Someone said Rey Mysterio and Sammy were like the same size, and then we wanted to tell everybody what size we were. Okay.
No, it's fine, and that's why, like I said, it's like one giant family. It's just one giant hangout here. I think that's the first time we've had it to where like we interrupted their conversation.
Right. Now time to cover the. I'd rather talk about White Rabbits than the Pelican.
I mean,
5'10", 270, Larry. Not bad. Not bad.
Why?
Yeah. Nick's a big boy.
I think it's kind of in the name.
Right. Nick cut the shit.
That's CJ's job, not mine. I just said what?
AEW Dark 10 matches and NXT Gold 6 matches.
Well, and
it's quality over quantity.
8 matches. AEW Dynamite Grand Slam 6 matches. There's a problem.
There's a problem. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I like AEW Dark because you get like the 10 matches and there's no interruptions. You just get little like, a little Taz promo in between. I don't mind that method to it. Now, I haven't watched Dark in a while because we do a lot of these, but it is what it is. Hypothetically, if Bandito were to sign with WWE, do you guys think he's more of a main roster superstar right now? Or do you think I think if AEW is offering him contract, he would more than likely be pushing for a main roster spot if he was going to choose WWE over AEW, perhaps.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. If he's going to WWE, main roster, IC title, US title, mid card title, absolutely. I don't even think you waste time with him in NXT. You push him right to the main roster and give him, or at least make him compete for mid card title.
Hey guys, leaving NXT. Great show, guys. Sorry I made the sign, but it was running late and they locked you out if not by 7:30.
Oh, Edward, my boy, I mentioned you earlier.
There you go.
The man who was there live and the man who, as he's leaving the show, popped into the chat.
There you go.
Thank you.
5.5 out of 10. Well, after this is done, I'm going to watch me some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Good job, Jack. 8 out of 10. Wow, Edward going high. You see that live crowd. He gets you going.
Well, no, I was going to say, because he said he made a sign and everything. So if you made a Wrasslin for Life sign, send that to one of us. Absolutely.
Right.
Even if they were throwing you out, all of that, it didn't get on TV, and I'll share the bejesus out of that.
Right. NXT did have Corey Jade and Roxanne Perez. Chris, you got to stop basing your wrestling ratings on the females that participated in the show.
Yeah, because unfortunately, no one right now in professional wrestling is doing it worth a damn.
Broaden your horizon, my friend.
Right, yeah. A little bit.
What match are you looking forward to on Dynamite tomorrow, KJ and Nick?
Oh.
What am I looking forward to tomorrow night?
I'm trying to pull up the card right now so I know the
NXT gets 10 out of 10 from Jordan. Wow, bold statement.
Right.
All out 30 fucking matches.
And we were here live for it.
Yeah, we were. At least physically, maybe not in spirit.
Right. Here physically, not mentally. Oh, okay. So
what do we have tomorrow?
So we have the Jericho Sammy versus Danielson Garcia match. We have Hangman versus Rouge, Toni Storm, Athena, and Willow with Saraya versus Hayter, Serena, and Penelope with Britt Baker. We have MJF versus Yuta
Darby versus Lethal and Luchasaurus in action.
Okay. Yeah, no. Out of all the things you said, I mean, I think Yuta and MJF are going to give us a good match. I just don't think it was the right time to have this match.
Right. And I do like that MJF's at least halfway on social media trying to make this have some sort of story or some sort of relevancy of, what he's telling stories about a drunken Wheeler Yuta, just busting into his hotel room and everything.
Right.
But that's the match I guess I'm looking forward to the most just because of MJF, but I don't think it's going to be a fantastic match.
No, I'm curious. Yeah, I said it was a stacked card. Tune in anyway, folks. Jordan, that's too high. Jack, you're too high. Reminder, everyone, that this is a big weekend for wrestling, so stay tuned to the Wrestling for Life Network. We'll have it all here. Yeah, that's right, we will. Raw has Damage Control. NXT has Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. There you go. Penelope Ford. Luchasaurus versus TBA.
Job Squad.
Right. What's up, everyone? Timothy, welcome to the show. Nick, did you say cantaloupe?
Antelope? What? Antelope? What?
Is NXT better than Monday Night Raw from last night? KJ and Nick.
No.
What did I give Raw last night? I feel like I only gave it like a 6.5.
I think we all gave it. Well, I know me and CJ gave it a 6, fitting with the Y at 6.
Oh, that's right. I gave it a bonus mark and everyone yelled at me.
Right.
Was it better than that? On par? I mean, I didn't dislike tonight. I thought the pace of the beginning was fucking unreal. Like, it was just go, go, go. The second hour was a bit meh. Yeah, I'll go 6.
I'll go 5.5 because I do feel it was a little bit under Raw. And I guess that's unless we're going to go into like improper fractions and all of that sort of nonsense. No, I think we go by the half decimal system here so I'll go 5.5 of it was good for NXT. I like that it's the new, white and gold versus the black and gold. It had a great pace, but it was great out the gate and then it slowed way down.
It dipped. It did. It definitely dipped. Timothy, thank you for being new here. Don't forget, like, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. We cover this all the damn time. And for one last time, I will explain. Tomorrow, 3-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite, we will be here live. Thursday, we're doing a special guest interview. Next week, we're doing a special guest interview as well. Let's Rumble is becoming quite the little places people are reaching out and want to be interviewed by us folks. So we're kind of flattered and honored, and we have a lot of people that we would like to talk to as well. So we're going to bring you that on Thursday. We're also going to bring you the Extreme Rules prediction show right after the interview. So stay tuned for that. Friday, Holy Friday. We have 4. You heard me right. 4 shows on Friday to be covered. We need to cover them all. We start the night with SmackDown and Bound for Glory, 2 screens, 2 reactions. We'll roll through that at 9 o'clock, special start time. At 9 o'clock, we will get into Rampage. So we'll have 3 screens and 2 hosts and you bunch to help us keep up. And then at 10 o'clock, we get Battle of the Belts will kick off. And Bound for Glory should still be going, I think, at that point. I think it will go slightly past. So 4 shows, the live stream, we will be here. And then Saturday, we're doing a special pre-show. Before we cover Extreme Rules live, we will be covering GCW Fight Club. And then we come back Sunday and cover the part 2 of Fight Club. So we are jammed, fucking packed. And happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian folk out there. I'm going to have some turkey and some wrestling this weekend. Strap in and strap on.
I like how I've made that a thing. But yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an extreme weekend. Why was that hard for me to say? Yeah, but no, absolutely. Especially on Friday, folks. So, with that many shows, this many hosts and everything, even if it's just one of us while the other one's taking a little pause for the cause or anything, it's going to be a 5-star night. Absolutely. You can just do the Steiner math and it works out.
Yeah, that's it. 33 1/3. I love that Bron dropping Steiner Math killed me.
Right.
Will you be mad at Brian? Yes. I saw this question. I think I was on break when it came up. But Damien, I will be very fucking unimpressed. I don't know. Brian Cage never got over with me. I know people are like, but he's big and he does moves, and I don't like him. There's never been something like I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to see where this is going. It just has been a thing for me. If he wins, it'll be a fucking travesty. And you would systematically dismantle one of your own homemade stars that were on a fucking rise like a fucking rocket, and you can't figure out how to book it. Bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, there's no way Wardberg's there losing that match. We've said it on stream multiple times that man's over like Rover and pushed pretty much like AEW's version of Goldberg. He's not losing to the Tin Man, Brian Cage.
He can't. Victor gives it a 5 because there's no QR code or bunny talk. No, we couldn't get any clues tonight. If we got a clue tonight, it would fuck up my theory. My theory is Friday. Friday, we get our 6th clue.
NXT has its own little spoopy faction going on.
Yeah, we still don't know who's
the main roster deal with it.
Is it Nikki Cross maybe in the mask?
No, too tall.
Too tall for Nikki Cross.
Says we're talking about heights and stats and weights and everything.
Right. Here the boys are gonna start breaking stats out again.
Right.
I will you be mad? Got that one. I would love to be interviewed. Jack, hit us up. Let us know.
I feel like you halfway get interviewed every night by just being in our chat.
Yeah, you kind of right. We know all about you. 6'2" and 270. I just liked and subscribed, Timothy. We greatly appreciate it. Anytime anybody even spends a minute on here, we do nothing but appreciate it. We're clearly getting to the end of the line here. But that being said, folks, we've become a little family. It's a channel for fans, by fans. And like we said, we cover all the wrestling. We do this all the goddamn time. We got some original content coming your way too. So it's all types of fun. NXT doesn't show the White Rabbit clues or the QR code. No,
right.
Thankfully. Some people speculated, Tim, that maybe it's because Jacy was the answer to one of these clues, that maybe if we saw Jacy, there'd be a clue around Jacy. I said Jacy a lot there. But, yeah, no, for me, nothing, because we got one more QR code, and that will come Friday. And then we get something at Extreme Rules.
Right.
You're going to need a lot of Mountain Dew, Code Red, and donuts on Friday to keep yourselves up so you don't fall asleep. KJ and Nick, listen, we've done this before a couple times, so we should be okay. We might burn out a little, but, we take breaks and we re-up, and you never know, guys. The fun part about this channel, stay tuned this week. You never know who's going to pop up on a stream. You never know who's going to come and join us. So we're spending a lot of time branching out to the community and bringing on some faces. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we'll have snacks. You'll have snacks. We'll have vitamins.
Right.
We'll have some bevies. We'll be ready.
I was going to say, how do you know my diet, Anthony? Cold bread and donuts.
Right. I don't know. The donuts might weigh me down. I can't eat too many donuts.
Yeah, it's hard to eat carbs and then
just carb load. There's only one match announced for Battle of the Belts so far. It's Pac versus Trent Beretta. That should be a fucking stellar match.
That Pac will win.
He better.
Right.
I don't know anymore. What's a bigger mystery? What Tony's going to do with booking or the White Rabbit?
Yeah. Well, did they just borrow the wheel for the matches, for Halloween Havoc from what Tony had backstage? And like, he just goes to the guys and tonight you'll have, a lumberjack on a pole match.
Right. Timothy, why would they do that? No, let's get back for that. White Rabbit is going to be Bray Wyatt calling it. Yes. I think a lot of people are on that. Strap on pause. Thank you, Victor. That's why I asked Jack. There we go. Do you think Triple H resigns Timothy Thatcher? I don't know. Oh, he's kicking around.
Yeah, Biff Busick's back, kind of doing a spot training or coaching session at the Performance Center.
I was calling for Oni. Let's go.
Right, speaking into existence.
If Wardlow loses, I'm gonna lose it, bro. I'm Timothy. I'm with you, buddy. Brian Cage hasn't been booked right since Lucha Underground. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he hasn't been booked right or he ain't right.
Yeah, if it's a matter of if he hasn't been booked right or if just the weaknesses have been shown.
6 foot 220. My grandmother was 6 foot 220.
Why?
Oh, wait, he just grew 50 pounds.
Well, no, he says I'm not. Like, why?
Yes. Victor Nash, we greatly appreciate it. And as we head towards the door, I think we're going to click on one more, but I like that one. So we'll click. I chatted with Fandango not too long ago. That is awesome, Timothy. Come back tomorrow and let us know all about it.
Right.
Tomorrow morning, Tyler Breeze will be on the bump. That's real cool. I could see Fandango coming back, or I could see Breeze coming back.
The Fashion Police come back? Absolutely.
Right? They were over.
Oh, I love those segments.
Yeah, and a WWE superstar might be watching you and typing in the chat right now. You never know. You never know, Jack. And if you are a WWE superstar or an AEW superstar or a GCW superstar or anybody out there, wrestler is better than superstar probably. But any of the brands, if you look down on the little ticker below, we cover all the companies. I almost said all the channels. All the companies, we watch them all. So if you're here, thank you for being here. We have had some celebrities kicking around the chat, guys like Stevie Richards has stopped by and said hello, but come on the show, come say hi if you're a real wrestler, even if you're not. You want to talk about it? Let's go. But back here, so I'm 6 foot 195. We're sharing stats again, like me. Ooh,
I think that's our sign towards the door. If we're now just I'm taller than you. No, I'm taller than you.
Right. 842 subs. We were actually listen. The sex bot is torturing us because we get fluctuations like a yo-yo. So we're like, wow, we're going to hit 900. And then we're like, no, we're not. So 842 tomorrow is 30 weeks.
Same month.
My math.
Some of us are doing that. Some of us have vitamins in our system right now.
Jack, hit us up. Check us out on Instagram and let's talk about it.
Right.
You don't have to be a major guy. We've talked to a lot of people that just have a dream.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, we got to click on the Bat channel one. I feel bad. I like
See you all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Stay safe.
That's it, folks. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are here 7 days a week, most weeks. The only channel working like 345 days a year. And if we go over the international date line, we work another 422 like Hulk Hogan. But that being said, folks, we have nothing but fun bringing you these streams. Thank you for being here. Like I always say, tell everybody you know about us. If you have wrestling fans in your life, they should be here getting up to date, live reactions, live news. We cover it all and we don't stop. Nick, this was a fun night. Great cute little kickoff for NXT. We'll see where it goes. Big show tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. It felt great for a nice little Tuesday night and everything.
Right.
But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
See you on the flip side, folks.